So in the next example, we're going to look at a couple of keyword searches. So I need to go back to my hub, which is on the NHS resources page. So you can either decide to enter keywords into the embedded search box, or you can just click the link and that will take you away to the hub. So just a couple of things, first of all. On the top here, it's actually telling us that we're not actually signed into Open Athens at the moment. You can do a search without having to log in, but obviously you're not going to be able to access the full text until you actually do log in. Some options along the top here, the browse journals, that will go to the browsing list. Users can register for an Open Athens user account if they don't have one. This link here, your health library, that will link to the health library website. And then we've got another link over here, Ask a Librarian, and that will send an email to our health library email account. A few extra links down here on the bottom. So we've got clinical decision tools. We've got links to all the different individual databases for more in-depth searching. We've got links to our main library services. So I'm looking here at UHNM. This list is very slightly different for combined healthcare and the CCGs, as it includes links to the outreach service. And then over here, we've got help for people who need some help with their Open Athens account. So first of all, I am just going to log in with my Open Athens account. And the indication that we're now logged in is that the yellow bar has gone and we've now got a blue bar there. There are also folder options, so you can save articles and searches, and if you've done that, you'll get folder options coming up. So I'm going to do my first very simple search on irritable bowel syndrome, we have conveniently used before. So here it's coming up with all the results for this very sort of simple search. Obviously, you can see here we've got over 200,000, so it's quite a lot. If it's quite a simple condition, you might get a research starter. So this is obviously only if it recognises what you've typed in as a condition. We've got options down here on the left-hand side, so we can focus that search a little bit. So if we select something like reducing the publication year down to the last 5 years, you can see here that's going to reduce our number of results quite a bit. So there are other things we could reduce by as well. So we've got source types, so whether it's in journals, books, ebooks, and so on. We can select a heading if we want to. That's a subject heading. And then we've got things here like which publication it's in, the publisher, the databases, and so on. For each article, you've got the access option. So here we've got full text or a PDF. So let's just have a go at looking at one of those. And this is actually an article within EBSCO, so that has kept us within the discovery service. So we'll need to page back to results there. The view complete issue will take you away to browsing for the issue of that particular journal, and this might be useful if it's a themed journal. So you might like to see where your article is sitting in a particular table of contents if it's related to similar material. Over here on the right hand side, we've got links to further resources. So these are our main resources. This is, again, this list is compiled for UHNM, so we have clinical key in there. That's not going to be in there for our other groups. And if we page down a little bit further, we've got links to all the main databases so that people can do more in-depth searching if they want to. So just an example to see what other kind of content we've got. If we go to limit by databases, we can see more high-level content. So we've got Oxford Medicine Online there, BMJ Best Practice, Cochrane. So if we select those, we're going to get the higher level material. So one of the issues at the moment we have is that there are ebooks on there to which we don't have access. This is mainly because the Oxford Medicine collection doesn't include all the titles, but the whole collection has in fact been added. So those items would prompt an interlibrary loan request. Okay, so if you want to do a new search, we can just click on new search. And then I've got a slightly different search coming up. So this is multiple sclerosis, relapse, and coronavirus. So because it's mentioning coronavirus, we've got a lot less number of articles coming up. And again, we can go away and get the full text. And there we go. We're looking at the full text for that.